This gangster, nicknamed Pitbull, was one of the most ruthless in Manchester gangland history. In the early 2000s, gang violence in South Manchester was at its peak. The four main gangs, the Gooch Gang, Doddington Original Gangsters, Longside Crew and Pitbull Crew, were at war. The Pitbull Crew were the smallest in number, but at one point in time, they were the most dangerous due to their leader, Tommy Pitt. Tommy had founded the Pitbull Crew in the memory of his brother Ray, who was a leading member of the Moss Side-based Doddington gang. Ray was shot dead in 1995 by his own gang as he sat at the wheel of his car. Tommy Pitt formed an alliance with the Gooch Gang, and he would wage a violent war on the rival Doddington and Longside crews who he held responsible for his brother's death. Kidnap, torture and murder was Tommy's preferred way of doing business, and he stood out for his brutality and propensity for extreme violence. He quickly recruited boys as young as 14 into his gang, and there was to deal for him and mind his stash of guns and drugs. Soon, the money was rolling in for Pitbull Crew, and that caught the attention of rival gang, the Longside Crew. They tried muscling in on Tommy Pitt's turf, so he declared war. There was at least 17 shootings between the two gangs, which left 4 people seriously injured and 2 dead in less than a year. Rival Longside Crew member Devon Bell was shot dead in Moss Side. Less than a week later, Tommy Pitt armed himself with a gun and went looking for rival gang members to shoot. He came across 2 Longside Crew members sat in a car. He tried to shoot them, but the weapon jammed and they drove off. He began looking for other targets in the area, and a few minutes later, he came face to face with Marcus Greenidge, a 21-year-old Longside Crew member. Marcus was also armed, but didn't react quick enough, and Tommy sprayed him, leaving him dead in a hail of bullets. Tommy Pitt later bragged that, "I've just whacked one of them Longside boys. I clipped him with 5 bullets out of 7. Later in that same month would see the death of one of Tommy Pitt's henchmen, 16-year-old Thomas Ramsey, who was shot in the head and killed. Ramsey, aka Little Tommy, had been ordered by Pitt to move a gun which was hidden in a flat in Longside. Ramsey forgot, and police later raided the flat and found the gun with Tommy Pitt's DNA all over it. 4 days later, Thomas Ramsey was shot dead. He was found with a copy of the search warrant which was left in the flat by police. Tommy Pitt was arrested and charged with Ramsey's murder, but he was acquitted. Less than a week after Ramsey's death, Pitt was himself shot, hit in the thigh by a hooded man on a mountain bike. He survived but was soon arrested again when one of his fellow gang members became a police informer and gave him up. Tommy Pitt was charged with the murder of Marcus Greenidge and the attempted murders of 3 other men. On March 27, 2002, Tommy Pitt was found guilty on all charges and sentenced to life in prison, and he must serve at least 30 years before being eligible for parole. He currently has less than 8 years left to serve. Follow the Criminal Minds page and leave a comment on any other criminal cases you'd like to see on the channel. This gangster